Good morning and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Society of Wellesley Hills. Please join in singing our opening hymn this morning, number 361 in the gray hymnal, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to UU Wellesley Hills. I am the Reverend Mark Roble, and I am the senior minister here. Boy, what a weekend we've had here at UU Wellesley Hills. We had our rummage sale yesterday, which was a great success. A real shout out to all the folks between the committee and all the workers, many, many hands. I would like, if you worked at the rummage sale, if you participated, please stand up. Look at this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you can have a seat. Thank you. So again, welcome to UU Wellesley Hills. We are an open and affirming congregation. It doesn't matter to us what you look like. It doesn't matter to us whom you love. It doesn't matter if you're gay or you're straight or you're bi or you're some combination. It doesn't matter to us if you're married or single or it's complicated. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or a Jew or a Buddhist or a humanist. What matters is that we are all here together this morning, together in community. So, welcome to UU Wellesley Hills, where... That's great. I didn't have to prompt you this time. That's great. All right, now, let's see. Is there anyone here for the first time? Raise your hand. We just want to properly welcome you if you're here for the first time. No? Okay. So as we do every Sunday, let's turn to our camera there and wave to our online pew participants. And now we can turn to each other, wish each other peace and happiness.
Morning, everybody. Now, as we deepen into worship, I'd like to invite Reed up to light our chalice. The flaming chalice is not only a shining symbol of our Unitarian Universalist commitment to religious pluralism and humanitarian principles, but also a much-needed light shining into our world. We light it on our altar each Sunday, and any time we gather as a community. If you are watching from home and have a chalice on hand, you may want to light yours now. The words of our chalice lighting are spoken in unison. You will find the words printed in your order of service or appearing on your screen. Please join me in saying them as Reed lights our chalice this morning. Thank you, Reese. We light this chalice to illuminate our faithful way forward as an inspirational community of hope. Together, we seek spiritual growth. We strive for just and responsible action. We dedicate ourselves to leading lives of compassion and purpose.
I'd like to invite Kathy Coolidge up.
Good morning, everyone. I'm not in the order of service, but I am here to participate in the stewardship campaign and share a stewardship moment. And this is the last stewardship moment. So, recently, when I was asked to share some thoughts during the stewardship campaign, it caused me to think seriously about the importance of this community and congregation to me. And the first word that came to me, oddly, was sanctuary. I always smile when I hear us use the word sanctuary. We're going to meet in the sanctuary. Please join us in the sanctuary. And most recently, we're going to be updating the sanctuary. It's a place, but of course, sanctuary is much more than a place. Sanctuary comes from the Latin word sanctus, which means holy, peaceful, and quiet. A sanctuary is a sacred place. A sanctuary can be a place close by where we go to dwell on beauty, goodness, love, and truth. So for me, talking or hearing about sanctuary or finding sanctuary immediately helps me to stop and feel something good and safe. About 20 years ago, I really needed to find sanctuary. Back in 2001, on September 11th, when it felt like the whole world was falling apart, I immediately went to a church, not this church, but a random small church. And I lit a candle. That was my first almost visceral response as a way to find comfort during my feelings of extreme anxiety and fear. To find sanctuary. Shortly afterwards, we joined this church to find a place of refuge, a place to calm our minds from racing thoughts, and a safe place. And we found that place here. Lately, I don't know about you, but I feel the need for sanctuary more than ever. The news never stops, and it can feel impossible to stop thinking and worrying about the future. Our decision to join this church was one of the best decisions we ever made. And I hope you also find the comfort and sanctuary that we've found here and will continue to help us support us during our stewardship campaign. Thank you.
Now I'd like to invite all the children, all the young at heart, those who feel old and creaky today after the rummage sale, anyone who'd like to come up and join us for the story for all ages. Oh, look who's here. Everyone's here.
Okay, so our story today is Happy Earth Day. How to have a joyful Earth Day. Earth Day is coming up on the 20th, and so I thought this would be a good time to tell a little story about Earth Day. Join Sammy as he learns about Earth Day and helps protect the planet. No, that's all right. I can. Thank you. Sammy was sitting attentively in class when the teacher said, "Tomorrow is April 20th, Earth Day." Sammy leaned forward, curious. The teacher explained that Earth Day was created to remind people to care for the planet by reducing pollution, recycling, and planting trees. If everyone helps, we can keep the earth clean for future generations, she added with a smile. Look how happy Sammy is. That day, after school, Sammy walked home thinking about everything he had learned. He felt a new sense of responsibility towards the planet. Sammy was very happy. On his way home, Sammy noticed trash scattered along the road. Wrappers, cans, and plastic bottles were everywhere. Look at all that garbage in the streets. Isn't that terrible? As he walked further, something caught his eye. A colorful poster on a community board. Join us for a neighborhood cleanup event on Earth Day. Ooh, Sammy looks so happy. When he got home, Sammy told his mom about the event. That sounds like a wonderful idea, his mom said. The morning of the Earth Day, Sammy jumped out of bed feeling excited. He carefully chose his yellow shirt, blue shorts, and black gloves. Those gloves look like they're a little too big for his hands, don't they? Before heading out, his mom wished him luck. "I'm so proud of you, Sammy. Helping the community is a big deal." "Bye, Mom." When he arrived at the park, he saw lots of kids and parents already gathered. The organizers handed out trash bags, gloves, and safety instructions. Sammy got to work, carefully picking up cans, wrappers, and bottles from the grass. As he filled his trash bag, he noticed a few young kids watching him. Smiling, he showed them how to help safely. Soon they joined, and together they cleaned up the park. One of the organizers explained that litter harms animals by polluting their homes and making them sick. By the end of the event, the park looked neat and tidy. The organizers thanked everyone for their hard work. "Happy Earth Day," someone shouted, and the crowd cheered. Sammy smiled, knowing he had made a difference. He promised to help the Earth Day every year, not just today. So here's your quiz. What is Earth Day about? A, helping the planet. B, playing games. Or C, traveling far. What is Earth Day about? What do you say? Helping the planet, that's right. All right, thank you all. Now I'd like to invite Fred up. Yep.
Good morning. My name is Fred Musino. Each Sunday, this congregation collects a weekly offering as part of its larger spiritual practice of generosity, and the theme this month is International Outreach. This week, our offertory will be benefit to United Help of Ukraine. United Help Ukraine supports the Ukrainian people by providing essential services and aid as they try to protect their lives, their homes, and their future. Their humanitarian welfare program supports internally displaced people by providing food, clean water, and everyday necessities. They also provide power generators and vehicles for first responders and rescuers. The Defenders Aid Program provides vital supplies to the people fighting for Ukraine's sovereignty and freedom. And the Medical Aid Program provides life-saving medical supplies and equipment to hospitals, medical facilities across Ukraine in this time of conflict. Your donations can be made either electronically or by plate collection that will be passed. If you want to make an online payment, visit the online giving page on our website. Once there, be sure that plate collection is selected in the drop-down menu. If you write a check, please remember to put United Help Ukraine on the memo line. Please be generous in our support of this organization, providing life-saving help to those affected by the war in Ukraine.
Christ laid aside his crown.
sacrifice. We are grateful. Thank you. We open our circle of care and concern this morning with these words from Reverend Scott Taylor. Kick the ball, dance in the rain, get lost on purpose, fly the kite, smell the flowers, pull out the paints. Let life take you by the hand, friends. Lean back and let the wind mess up your hair. Open to the joy that's been waiting for you. Behold its delight. Don't you know that you've already won the prize? Now it's time to go out and share it. With these words in our hearts and minds, let's reflect for a moment with a moment of silence. And may we make it so. Now I'd like to invite all who wish to come forward and light a candle of intention. And if you're comfortable, please let us know what person or place this intention is for, and we will carry it in our heart. Those in our online pews, please type your joy or concern in the comment section, and we will also carry your intentions in our heart. Please come down the center aisle, light your candle, and return by the side aisle. And please be careful, the ballet bars are over here, so be careful as you're going by. So let us begin.
This is for the Ukrainian refugee who came to our rummage sale yesterday. She was watching every dollar, and I think she came away happy. So thank you all.
Oops. I guess that's a candle of joy for everybody who put this rummage sale together. And I just want to say I was security at the exit, and I had the opportunity to personally talked to about 173 people. They represented units of, 2 or 3, so well over 200 people. And I just want to say that they came from all over, 5 states and 49 cities and towns. So we have a tremendous catchment area for this rummage sale, and I just wanted to thank everybody who publicized it and got us in here. I also asked them how they found out about it, and I can just give you a little summary by email. Thanks.
I'm lighting this candle for my 99-year-old brother-in-law who just broke his hip, and so he's recovering.
This is in memory of Lisa Cowley, whose birthday would be Friday.
In memory of all those whose whose names have been erased from history due to the Trump administration's censorship.
Light this candle with me.
There's a horn outside honoring our intentions as well. So we honor all of these intentions in this community. Alongside these, we know are certain joys and sorrows that remain private this hour. Those too have a rightful place here. So this morning, we honor all of these with light. We light this candle for our families, for our beloveds, for our friends, and for all of our relations, for those who are near, and for those for whom we feel an unwanted distance, for the newborn, for the elderly, for all of the wounded children. May this candle inspire us to use our power to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse. May its radiance pour out upon our hearts and spread light into the darkened corners of our world. Now please join in singing Comfort Me, number 1002 in the Teal hymnal, number 1002, and we will sing the first verse.
This reading was given to me by my mother, and she's been gone over 30 years, so I've had it a long time, and it's a good time to be reading it, I think, now. This is the original text from the book where Desiderata was first published. Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even to the dull and the ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexatious to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain or bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be. And whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful, strive to be happy.
Thank you, choir. Well, boy, oh boy, it's been quite a week, wouldn't you say? Stocks up, stocks down, more immigrants being deported, and the administration ignoring court orders. In addition, foreign students in many colleges and universities are having their visas or green cards revoked. Yet, as you heard, yesterday we had our annual rummage sale, and it was chaos. Okay, controlled chaos. People all over the place, hustling and bustling, talking, laughing, making deals. There was a sense of joy, a sense of happiness. In all of the dysfunction swirling around us in our government, there was cheerfulness here yesterday. In Daring Greatly, Brene Brown writes, "Joy comes to us in moments, ordinary moments. We risk missing out on joy when we get too busy chasing down the extraordinary. Scarcity culture may keep us afraid of living small, ordinary lives, but when you talk to people who have survived great losses, it is clear that joy is not a constant. Without exception, all the participants who spoke to me about their losses and what they missed the most spoke about ordinary moments. If I could come downstairs and see my husband sitting at the table and cursing at the newspaper, if I could hear my son giggling in the backyard, my mom sent me the craziest text. She never knew how to work her phone. I'd give anything to get one of those texts right now. Joy comes to us in ordinary moments, those moments that we least expect joy to show up, those moments that take us by surprise. Last weekend, Tom and I attended a celebration of life for a dear friend whose death was sudden and somewhat unexpected. I said a few words, did my minister thing, and then folks got up and told their stories. They were funny, warm, endearing, and it became very clear to me that John, the deceased, was very loved and brought much joy to other people's lives, just by being who he was. Joy showing up in the ordinary moments. Joy showing up in our ordinary moments. Yet it can become so difficult to recognize those moments, to be in those moments. When the world is swirling around us, how do we crawl out of our heads and just be? Brown goes on, sometimes we miss out on the burst of joy because we're too busy chasing down extraordinary moments. Other times, we're so afraid of the dark that we don't dare let ourselves enjoy the light. A joyful life is not a floodlight of joy. That would eventually become unbearable. I believe a joyful life is made up of joyful moments gracefully strung together by trust, gratitude, inspiration, and faith. Trust, gratitude, inspiration, and faith. I think Brown is on to something here. Let's start with gratitude. Gratitude is the quality of being thankful, the readiness to show appreciation and return kindness. It's sometimes a lot easier to be grateful for something or someone, but not really return that kindness. Inspiration, the process of being mentally charged to do or feel something, especially to do or something creative. That light that goes off in your head, that idea that is trying to burst out of you. Trust, a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. That deeply rooted knowing that someone's got your back, that they believe in you completely. And finally, faith, a complete trust or confidence in someone or something. It strikes me as I'm going through Brown's description of the elements of a joyful life that these elements bear a striking resemblance to the important elements of our Unitarian Universalist faith: gratitude, inspiration, trust, and faith. The only other element I would add is love. Our striving for love unconditionally, however hard it is, whatever the challenges are. Our belief that all beings are held in an expansive and unconditional embrace. No one is beyond the reach of love. In Joy Found in UU Theology, an unknown author writes, "Joy in Unitarian Universalist theology emerges as a profound expression of the interconnected web of life. Rooted in the seventh principle, which affirms respect for the interdependent web of all existence, joy arises from an awareness of our deep connections to one another and the natural world. It is found in moments of reverence for the beauty of nature, in acts of compassion that strengthen the bonds of community, and in celebrations that honor the sacredness of life. This joy is not merely personal, but communal, reminding UUs that their individual well-being is intricately linked to the flourishing of the whole. Through practices such as gratitude, mindful presence, and shared rituals, joy becomes a spiritual act of honoring the vitality and interconnectedness of all life. So even in our cluttered and sometimes scary lives, joy lives, happiness lives, love lives. I am certainly old enough and have lived long enough to know that life is not all peaches and cream. It can be hard, it's messy, and it can beat you down. Yet because we have each other, because we support and love each other, joy will always be present. Because we take our faith seriously, because we rely on our principles and values, joy and love will always win. And it's times like this in our world that it's especially important to remember there is joy in life. Happiness still exists. The foundation of our Unitarian Universalist faith is built on joy and love. Reverend Dana Worsup, in Ode to Joy, writes, "Perhaps joy is just another word for love and for grace. It cannot be the goal of life and living, yet it may be something that is worth living for, is worth working to create for ourselves and others. And so I do not wish for you happiness. I wish instead a deep and soulful life. I wish for you meaning and purpose, that your life is put to good use. I wish for you joy and woe woven fine." So as we walk through our lives day by day, let's remember gratitude, trust, inspiration, faith, and especially love, the essential building blocks of our joyful life. As Max Ehrmann wrote in 1929, "Whatever your labors and aspirations, in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. With all of its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful, strive to be happy." May we lean deeply into our Unitarian Universalist faith, extracting joy and happiness around any corner that we can. Even in the craziness of life right now, we are blessed to be here in this moment, and we are blessed to have each other, to love and to support, and to hold up. We're going to need each other. We're going to have to remind each other that life is good, that joy and happiness are still possible. It's craziness, isn't it? Craziness. But we will survive, and we will flourish. We are on the right side of what is true and what is just and what is moral. And most importantly, we are on the right side of love. And may it be so. Now please rise in body or spirit as you are able, as we joyfully sing our closing hymn, number 126, Come Thy Fount of Every Blessing, number 126.
Now that our celebration is concluding this morning, we extinguish our chalice. Our closing words are spoken in unison. You will find them printed in your order of service or appearing on your screen. Extinguishing this flame,
which has burned bright in our midst,
we revere what has been kindled within each one of us.
warmth in community,
the light of truth,
a perpetual spark of hope. May your heart dance in wisdom and in wonder. May golden light and a whispering breeze fill your moments with joy, the very spark of being. Live like a sage, play like a child, dance with the moments as they arrive. Our service is ended. Go in peace. Go in the joy that life provides. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Okay, just a couple of announcements real quick. So today at 12 o'clock we have our second Caring Kids and Family event at noon down in the multi-purpose room. We're going to learn about taking care of the earth, and we're going to be learning about bees and butterflies and making some really fun things. Tenebrae, this Thursday, 7 o'clock here in the sanctuary. It's a beautiful service, a very ancient service during Holy Week, where we light candles and put candles out and leave in the dark. So please join us. It's a very moving service. Roz's birthday dance party. Where's Roz? Is she out? She's out there. Chrissy, what time is it? Okay, 3 o'clock in Parish Hall on Saturday, and Roz invited everyone from the congregation to join her for her dance party, 3 o'clock. Next Sunday, Easter service at 10:30, and then a beautiful brunch afterwards around 11:30. So join us in Parish Hall after the service. Okay, that's it. Now let's go and enjoy some fellowship in Parish Hall.